Hey guys, Justin here with Rampengu Nation, and yes, I'm going to be showing you guys some Eternity Code Orcust combos. This one won't be featuring like specific combos with Orcust Kirsu because I think there's a lot of them out there, but this one's going to be featuring this new card from the structure deck, Machina Redeployment. So I'm a huge fan of this card, actually, because this card alone is like full Orcust combo, which is kind of insane. Because of this new guy, we're getting an ETCO, which is Machina metalcruncher. This card is what makes the deck like actually viable more to not play the Mech Knight engine and play like a Machina engine as well. Another reason why I like the Machina engine, it complements one of my favorite Go second cards in the deck, which is Urgent Schedule. Because now you can Urgent Schedule instead for crafting Machina Fortress, you can Urgent Schedule for Machina Citadel. Now, what this means is that when you Urgent Schedule out Recycler and Citadel, you can then make the two into Wyvern Revive, pop Recycler, and then chain block your Wyvern, and then revive Citadel. Then Citadel can also nuke their board, so Dark Ruler is also now another possibility within the deck, and nuking their field if you want. The problem is you'd have to like cut something in the side. I'm still working it out. This is like version 1.0 I have with the Machina build right now, and fitting in Dark Ruler is kind of a hassle right now. And I just have to like work out the ratios and figure out what I want to cut to do it. So let's get into the profile real quick. We play 1 armor, one of the best dumpers in the deck, 3 ash, Greffer, destruction sword because we do the Union Carrier lock, Gizmek Orochi, Jet Synchron, Citadel because he's one of the pieces for one of the combos you can do, and the small Machina package here, which we're going to play Machina Irradiator. This one's like really good because this is part of one of the combos. Megaform, he's part of the combo as well because these are the two you're going to be searching off of Redeployment. And metalcruncher, he's the one that you grab on Megaform. 3 Orcust Creases, and you're like dumper of the deck. Bombard, 2 Skeleton, 3 Nightmare, Scrap Golem, 3 Recyclers, and 2 Wand. So that's it for the monsters. They cover up like really nicely. Foolish, 3 Redeployment, Babel, 2 Return, 1 Rhoda, 1 Succession, 3 Impermanence, and Crescendo. So actually in this build, I'm gonna say like give a really wild take, and a lot of people are gonna probably disagree. I'm kind of disliking like Armageddon Knight like and like Greffer and like the Rhoda package, is because like I want to focus more on just like the Machina engine, and your deck's consistent enough now with Girsu and deployment with Recycler to that you'll always see a starter, and you won't have to depend on just like the 6 card that we had before to just Recycler, Armor, Greffer, and Rhoda. Something that we're testing out. I don't take it as gospel. I don't know if it's correct. That's why it's still in the deck right now, because I'm still testing it. I haven't like fully discovered everything I want to do with the deck yet. But yeah, just an idea. Side Lance's going to be one of the best side cards going into the new format. Hits Dinosaurs, hits Eldritch, hits this deck, stops Adamant Spider from summoning Block Dragon. Overall, the card's insane. 3 Nibiru, 3 Storm, 3 Twisters, and 3 Urgent Schedule. Best going second card in the deck, I think, because it helps you combo and push through a board without using your normal summon, which is really good. And even though you can't attack with only machines now, it's way easier to do the OTK because you have Citadel. So like Citadel is like a 3k body, then Gearsun and Gizmek, that's game already. So good. I think that's 80-50 because 26, 24, 50, and 3000. But you also have like a Nightmare boost in there as well, so like it's like game like multiple ways. Alright. Extra deck, 1 Savage. You can actually make Savage very easily in this deck now. You can either use Jet or like Bombard to get into it. Usually most of the combos use Jet to do it. 2 Ding, Sword, 2 Galatea, Space, you can't play through unfortunately. IP, Nightmare, Phoenix, and Unicorn. Lib, Lib, the World Key, Blade Master, she's insane for the deck. She always gets you Succession because you dump Wand off your second iteration of a Scrap Recycler, which is why I like her a lot. Link Cerebro because you need it for if you open Gearsu alone, it's how you make Galatea, and it's also coupled well with Bombard. So now there's extra reason to play, which is really good. Longirsu, he's just good generic removal, Scrap Wyvern, essential combo piece. Now that we have essentially, I'm going to say we essentially have like 6 Scrap Recyclers in the main deck going first, which is really good because Redeployment is essentially Scrap Recycler and Scrap Recycler itself. And then when you go second, you have 9 with Urgent Schedule. This card's even more like fundamental within the deck. Zeraboros, you know, just probably one of the biggest powerhouses in Orcust, and one of the Buster Lock setup, which is going to be Union Carrier. Alright, so now you guys are probably wondering, like, okay, how is, like, machine redeployment, like, full combo with, like, what do you actually end on? Alright, so I'll get into the combos. So the first combo, we're going to assume we just open, like, 2 discards and deployment, but no spell and trap to pop with our scrap rifle. So I'll show you guys what you can do with this. So, for the first play, we're going to use deployment to pitch recycler, and we're going to add Machina, irradiator, and megaform. So now we're going to use irradiator, pitch, megaform, summon itself. This card says you discard one Machina monster, special summon it from your hand. And then you can target one Machina monster you control. Yes, you can target itself. Special summon from your one Machina monster with a different name and an equal level or lower level. So this guy is a level 8 monster, and so is megaform. Essentially, you can revive megaform by popping himself, which is pretty dope, which is what we're trying to do. So we're going to do that, and we're going to revive megaform. Megaform's effect is like, you contribute to special summon one Machina monster from your hand or deck, except Machina megaform. This is the only effect we care about, because we don't play Machina Fortress, because it's kind of like just a Garnet in the deck. But like its other effects, like if a face of Machina Fortress you control into the graveyard while it's in the graveyard, you can banish that Machina Fortress to special summon this card. So essentially it can recur itself if you do play Fortress, which can be like kind of cool if you if you want to mess around with that. Anyway, so you can use Megaform to tribute itself to some metalcruncher. This is the card that's coming out ETCO. It's an import, it's a V-Jump import, and it's really good because it's what lets you get to scrap recycle. So if it's in your hand, you can just normal summon without attributing, it becomes 1800. You control no face-off cards. If this card is normal or special summon, you can reveal 3 Earth Machine monsters from your deck. Surprise, surprise, scrap recycler is an Earth Machine. And your opponent randomly picks one for you and add it to your hand. So this is how like deployment becomes full Orcust combo. And you can only use that effect once per turn. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna reveal 3 recyclers. It doesn't say it has to be different names, which is pretty good. So we're gonna summon Recycler, and what's really cool here is that we can make Wyvern with these 2, and then our Jets. Our first send of Recycler is essentially quote unquote free. However, I'm gonna send Jet because we're gonna make Savage in the combo. So now we're gonna overlay. We're gonna link away those 2. Summon Wyvern. We're gonna use Wyvern's effect to revive Recycler, and then we're gonna pop Recycler, and then we're gonna summon Gold. Now instead of sending Jet, if you don't want to go the Savage route, you can also just send Citadel here. And then you can go Wyvern, pop Recycler, and then Citadel triggers on a chain link with it. So where Citadel is going to be chain link 2, and Wyvern's going to be like chain link 1, and your chain blocks the Wyvern, and you can revive Citadel, and then special Golem from the deck, and then you can just choose to pop Citadel instead. However, I'm just going to pop Wyvern because it's not really like useful. So we're going to get Golem, I'm going to pop Wyvern itself with its own effects, because you can special summon 1 scrap monster from your deck, and then destroy 1 card in the field. So you can destroy itself. So that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to use Golem, we're going to revive Recycler. Recycler is going to dump Wand here, and then we're going to make Lib, the Warlock is a Keyblade Master. And then we're going to set Succession, because we do control over a legacy card in our grave, which is Wand. Alright, now we're going to use Wand. Wand's going to revive our Golem to the zone she points to, and then Golem's going to revive Recycler again. Recycler's going to dump our Nightmare, so now we have 1 Nightmare in grave, which is good. And now we're going to use our Jet Synchron. You have to do all these plays preemptively before using Nightmare, because once you use Nightmare, you're locked in the darks. So revive Jet now, and then we're going to use those 2 to make Union Carrier. Now we're going to use our Nightmare and target any monster, doesn't matter, you're going first. Send Symbol. Wand's going to revive our Nightmare. And then you can make Savage here with the Jet and the Nightmare and put it wherever you want because of the new Master version. We're going to equip our Scrap Wyvern to it, and it's going to have 2 negates on it. We're going to use Symbol. Symbol is going to revive Nightmare. So this is why I like sending Jet, because you just make Savage, right? And then we're going to use those 2 to make Galtate, pointing to the Savage, so that this she can't be destroyed by battle, which is pretty important because they can easily kill Carrier, but they can't easily kill Savage, right? And then we're going to shuffle back our Wand, and we're going to start our Crescendo. So like you guys know, it's like, okay, if we have like 1 extra monster, we can make Ding in the combo and then make another Galate and have Ding like with the Symbol in gray. But this is still fine. You end with 2 negates, and then you use Carrier, sorry, to equip Buster Sword. I didn't show that part, that was my bad. But yeah, you equip Buster Sword to the Savage, and then they can't use their extra deck. So it's pretty useful. And then you still have Nightmare in the grave for the follow-up, and then Crescendo with the Galate. Alright, so let's get into a combo with where you have a spell or trap you can pop with the Wyvern. So this one, I think I don't use Savage in this combo, so this gives you like another line of play, but I kind of explain what you can do if you had a spell or trap. So We're going to use deployment, and then we're going to send our Ash, and then we're going to search our 2 main combo pieces. Going to do the same thing like I said before, Irradiator, pitch Megaform, and then we're going to pop Irradiator, revive Megaform. Our form is going to tribute itself, summon metalcruncher. Metalcruncher is going to search for Scrap Recycler. Then we're going to normal Recycler, use Recycler's effect. Also, you can bluff a metalcruncher if you have Recycler in hand, just reveal like Citadel instead as well, because it's any Earth machines. So you can reveal like 2 Recycled Citadel, but they have to do it upon like when you're going to use the effect. So then they ash this and you're like, okay, that's fine, and then I can like normal recycle from my hand. Alright, so recycler in this instance says Citadel here. So I'm going to show you how we're ending with Citadel on the board. And then we're going to revive our Scrap Recycler, and then we're going to pop our Recycler. Now Citadel is going to trigger on the chain with Wyvern. It's a special one from the deck. Citadel says, if a face-up Earth machine monster you control, except Machina Citadel, is destroyed by a battle card effect. It's card effect because that's what destroy Recycler. While this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. So this is what we're doing. This is how we're getting out because we popped Recycler. Now we're going to summon Golem, and you guys know the drill from here. We're going to pop with our Wyvern, our set card. It was just a spell trap we don't want. Remember, you can also pop Wyvern if you just want to keep all your resources, but just showing you the alternate line of play here. Anyway, so dump Wand, and then you're going to use Lib. Lib's going to revive Golem, Golem's going to revive Recycler, and then Recycler's going to dump our Nightmare. Now, at this point, I'm going to use those 2 to make Union Carrier, and then we're going to use our Nightmare now. Dump our symbol, Wand's going to revive our Nightmare, and you don't currently have a link in grade, so you have to link before you can do this play. So then you're going to make Altea, shuffle back 1, and then we're going to set Crescendo. And now we're going to symbol back our Nightmare, and this is where it gets pretty cool. We're going to ding attach our symbol skeleton, and then we're going to make Longirsi here, up here. So now you got to keep ding on the field to protect your board from like lightning storm or anything like stupid like that. And then our Union Carrier can attach to either ding or Longirsu, doesn't matter. And then we have a Raigeki in the form of Citadel, so I can also try to pop Dingirsu. And from the way it's worded, I don't think it has to destroy it for it to all trigger, because it like just targets a machine and it attempts to pop it and it resolves as much as possible. And you could just use you can like just like protect the ding and pop, right? So then you can just like get a free like board wide and then keep the ding. So you have Citadel as an interruption, you have Crescendo set, and they can't use their extra, which is a pretty good combo if you ask me. Alright, so for the last combo, I'll show you the Savage Play where we open the Swallow Trap to pop with the 2 discards. So we're going to use that, pitch our Ash, and then we're going to search a Radiator and Megaform. Then we're going to pitch the Megaform, special Radiator. Radiator is going to pop itself, revive Megaform. Megaform is going to tribute, special metalcruncher. Then you're going to add Recycler. Alright, now we're going to normal Recycler. We're going to dump Jet Synchron here. We're going to make Wyvern. Wyvern's going to revive our Scrap Recycler, pop it, summon Golem, and then pop this set. Now we're going to use Golem Revive Recycler and dump Wand. And then this is where we make Lib again. Lib's going to set our revival spell, and then we're going to use the revival spell, revive Golem. Golem's going to revive Recycler. Recycler's going to dump, and we're going to dump our Nightmare. Then we're going to pitch our Ash here, and then, it's any card, it doesn't have to be Ash, right? And we're going to make our Union Carrier, and then we're going to Nightmare, target whatever, send symbol. Wand's going to revive Nightmare. So this is where like we don't currently have a link for Savage, so we have to use the link play first. We'll make Altea, then we're going to shuffle and set our Crescendo. Now we're going to use symbol to revive our Nightmare, and this is where we make Savage and equip our Lib to Savage. Now we're going to make Ding. Ding's going to attach our symbol, and then we're going to make Longirsu with our Scrap Wyvern and Dingirsu, so we have a link for Crescendo. Then we're going to use Union Carrier and equip to Savage, and you get 2 negates, and they can't use their extra. This is a pretty cool combo. Savage is optional in the deck. I just thought I'll show you guys like the possibilities you can do with Savage, but like Apollosa is also like a consideration instead of Savage, because you can do like some of the combos with Apollosa in it instead. But hopefully you guys enjoy this combo. Hopefully it was informative if some of you guys didn't know about it. I'm gonna like show you guys a series of combos you can do with Orcust leading up to its ETCO release. Some's gonna include Gear Suit, some's gonna include Mech Knights. I love this deck, so I'm gonna go through like all the combos like I kind of have knowledge on that you can do with this deck. And yeah, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and check out my Twitch. This is Justin with Rampengu Nation, and see you guys.